rounds to go here in the Division 2 series, as this is round 12 of 16 on the season. Sebastian Torres on pole position alongside John Art, who gets a much better start in the 05 than the 06 does. Nico Hall pushing the 05 forward into turn 1. Here at the Boulder Speed Complex in Colorado, John Art takes the lead, and Sebastian Torres, despite getting pole position, will fall to second place and potentially third as Nico Hall fights behind. Chris Dodd, Siron, and Fuller were 3 wide for a brief moment there, and they're going to be 3 wide again briefly. Again, Fuller side by side with Dodd as Cooper Siron, your points leader, goes past. Ooh, Proms Joseph Ernesto gets hooked by the 28 of Ali Nelson. And that holds up one of the S3 cars. I think that is Kyle Matthews in the 20 car he slowed up. Sebastian Torres still trying to hold off Nico Hall, who is being very aggressive in the 91. Hall has been all over the back bumper of the 06 as the 05 of John Art just blew up. The 05 just combusted on lap number 6. Oh my god. And ooh, Maxwell Chan and Henry Sanford get held up as John Art in the 05 combusts while leading. And that is going to be a major hit into John Art's championship hopes. John Art was sitting second in the points, and that is not going to help him catch Cooper Siron, who currently runs in the top 10. An absolute disaster in the opening couple of laps, but Sebastian Torres, our pole sitter, gets the lead, and now the intense battle between him and Hall, what was for second, is now for first place. Mikhail Dahlstrom, after passing by Siron, is going to pass Matthew Fuller, and now wishes to pass Kyle Nova. Dahlstrom's currently on the move. He's been passing cars left and right since the green flag came out. Nico Hall got a really good run up the final corner. Now into turn 1, and Hall opens the door. And Sebastian Torres, I think, is going to surrender the lead. Yes, he will. Nico Hall to the front, to the point. He was already at the front. Hall moves on, and Sebastian Torres in the Thunder Team Motorsports car, who is competing for the Patriots Trophy Championship. He's in the final 6. He falls to second place. But I'm sure the Colombian enjoyed leading those couple of laps. That 06 team, they've really shown some sparks of promise this season. They haven't been able to really do well in the points, but they've been trying, that's for sure. Mikhail Dahlstrom looking for 5th place from Kyle Nova. And Nova, I think he's going to surrender the position to Dahlstrom. Yes, he will. Dahlstrom goes past to 5th place. So far, Dahlstrom the highest mover out of anybody in the field so far. And considering this is a relatively short race, you kind of have to get as many positions as you can in the shortest amount of time possible. Eric Wolf did not have a good qualifying effort in this 66 team. They've had a really struggling weekend so far. And Wolf, who is, well, considered one of the contenders for the championship, He has really fallen off the last couple of rounds. The 66 team has not had too much success since their victory at Arkansas much earlier in the season. And if they want a chance to fight Siron for this championship, they're going to need to start perhaps winning races in the next couple of rounds. Everyone's only going to need to do one pit stop in this round, and Nico Hall comes to pit road to pit. Sebastian Torres, though, almost got to the Corpella 91, trying to make up position, well, trying to make up time on pit road, as Mendez elects to stay out an extra lap. Mikhail Dahlstrom was the last car to pit, so Nico Hall will assume the lead, and you might be seeing that Sebastian Torres has fallen off big time as the 06 car and team had an absolutely terrible pit stop. So now Nico Hall by himself, and now second place falls to Alex Morgan in the 86 car for Subaru Racing Team. Sebastian Torres fell from 2nd to 10th, and that's a shame as Torres was having a great run. What was easily his best run of the season is going to get cut away. And I gotta say, we don't get to talk about Thunder Team Motorsports too often, the team that Sebastian Torres drives for. You look at this 06 car, and you can instantly tell, this is a team that perhaps doesn't have a lot of funding, and that's correct. Thunder Team Motorsports, they barely make it through each round. And despite that, they have attempted every DuPont World Series of Race event that they were eligible for. And despite it, this is a team from South America, the only team in the series, in the entire series from South America. As Torres gets into the back of the 36, this Thunder Team Motorsports team, they're one of the low-income teams in the field, but despite that, they still go out there, show up every week, and contend with some of the highly funded teams in the series. And Sebastian Torres, I think, is a driver who I think deserves a shot at a really big team next year. And Thunder Team Motorsports, they run these old Dodge Darts that Young Motorsports used to drive, and that team deserves more funding too. I got a lot of high hopes for Torres, and I really hope Thunder Team Motorsports finds some footing next year and are able to continue racing. So, one of the sentimental things you gotta say about a team like this. Nico Hall continues to lead as we have only a couple of laps to go, but look behind Hall. Alex Morgan is starting to slowly creep in. He has been running faster laps than Hall for the past couple of laps. So Morgan looking like he's going to try to give Hall a bit of a fight here before this is all said and done. Cooper Siron, who is going to, it looks like, extend his points lead by a little bit. He currently runs in 6th place, trying to hold off his teammate Jeff James, who is trying to hold off Chris Dodd. I'm not sure if that classifies as potential team orders or teamwork, depending on how you want to look at it. Same thing, I guess, but Siron trying to hold on and extend that points lead, and trying to do what Elijah Breed did last season and clinch the championship one round early. There's still a lot of points left on the table before that can happen, though, so. But this will help Siron on his road, as he has been probably the most consistent driver in the series. He's the only driver who has double-digit top 10s, and of anybody in the series. Meanwhile, as we are come to the white flag, Alex Morgan has run down Nico Hall here, so we might be having a battle for the win here in a second. Morgan had been slowly creeping to Hall, and now coming to the white flag. Morgan with a big dive. This is not over. Nico Hall takes the white flag here in Colorado, and he has to hang on for one last lap. Here comes Morgan with a dive, but ooh, locked it up a little bit there. And that's going to cost him a car length. But now Morgan, if he can get a good run through this corner, and ooh, Morgan slides wide again, and that might have just sealed it for Hall. I think Morgan might have used up his tires. And now coming through the final couple of corners, Nico Hall going to be on his way to his second win of the season here. Unless Morgan makes a dive. Final corner to the checkered flag. Morgan will not get there in time. Nico Hall takes the checkered flag. He wins round number 12 of the 2017 Division II Series.